Alrighty, next on the list. Now we did row 9 last video, and I figured you could do 10, 11 by yourself. I had that faith in you. So we're gonna start here, maybe finish the page, depends. I'm trying to make these not longer than 30 minutes, so we shall see. So starting with row 12, we're gonna stitch 2 like we've been doing, but this one here, we're decreasing twice, so we're gonna have 16 stitches rather than 18. So let's get the party started. Alright, so finished last round. I already verified there are 18. Take out the clip. So we're gonna do 2 more stitches, but on the second one is the color change. So insert, pull around. Let's go ahead and put the stitch marker so we don't forget. All right, color change. Do the stitch like always on that first half, pause, new color. So when the pattern says 2 stitches, it should really be 2, and then the color changes for the next one, so don't forget that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the next stitch to try to lock that in. Oh, what am I doing? Just one color, okay. And let's see, it says stitch 1, decrease 2, stitch, okay, so it's very, very specific. Thought it was a sequence. Okay, so let's go back and look at our stuff. Look at that, you can see that yellow there. So I'm gonna have to pull from here. I think it's this one. Well then, where's my, oh, I just pulled it. Just make sure you get the right one to pull. I still don't like, it's not pulled all the way. Okay, it looks good. Make sure it looks good on both sides. And we shall continue. Remember, every time you tie, make sure there's about this much room, because as soon as you stuff it, a lot of these knots will just flip to the other side. All right, so we did stitch 1. Now we're gonna do 2 decreases. So from here, we're gonna go there and there. Now that we're working with one piece of yarn, it's easier to tell where we're going next. So obviously we wouldn't go there. Okay, so now if you notice, this is the second V here. Oop, that was used. So, and you can tell because if you just poke straight down, there's only one. The other one is hiding further down there. See, you can see it being used. Anyways, so there's my other trick. If you don't like that, you can always mark. So right now, we're gonna go here and here for the second decrease. And if it gets confusing, you can always mark your next stitch. now we're doing 2 stitches. So now if you look at it again, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you wouldn't follow that one in, you would see this one in a little triangle thing all by itself, because that's the one we split, and that's the next stitch there. So 2 singles with the second one is a color change. So here's 1 and 2, half a stitch, and let's see how far we're continuing. We're gonna do 9 stitches and then 2 more for 13. So I just wanna make sure my tail's big enough to cover that. That's why I check ahead of time. So I'm gonna secure this guy real quick. So remember all 3 around. Pull just the one through, make a little tunnel for the other guys. Check it out. It seems to be secure. All right, next one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Holding on too tight. 6, 7, 'Way too big. Okay. 8, 9, stop. Rearrange the camera because I notice it's trying to move on its own. I don't know how, since it's sitting on Velcro. It's the best I can come up with, guys. Okay. So we want to make sure that we did ends with how much we needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yay. So row 13, stitch 2. Color change on the second stitch. So now we're starting to really narrow down into the tailish area, or the bottom. I don't think there's a tail at the end of this. It's just a little skinny bottom. All right. So stitch 2, 1, stitch marker, and 2. Change color on this one, but let's first finish that proper way, and then bring your yellow, or the light yellow, through. Assess. Yep, not happy with that, so oh, come on. want to secure the second stitch before I go tying things up. And what was it again? It's just stitch decrease. So there's kind of a mess going on here, but remember, you don't follow that back in, you follow this in. And I'm going to fix all this because I kind of let it go. Okay. I think we're good. I want to pull on that yellow just a little bit more. Oops, wrong spot. Well, gotta dig in there to get it. There. Not sure if you noticed, but it is shaping it nicely. I am gonna have to fix that loop because it is giant. Okay, so we have 1, 2, then we have our regular stitch. Now we are doing a decrease stitch. So we are going to go through this one and this one. And we can mark this if you like. I should be using a second color, but it's okay. It's not like it's like 40 stitches in one round. It says to do 2 decreases. So again, we want to pick up where this is. Now when you're doing these decreases, you kind of want to make sure that all of these loops are about the same size. Sometimes whenever you do decreases, they'll be longer than normal. The whole point of the decrease is to shape it smaller, obviously. So just make sure, because that happens. And it sneaks its way like that. So just pay attention with every stitch. So now we're doing a color change. So let's back up a second. And we're on row 13. So this is the second to last color change. Because the last color change, we're just finishing with orange. So pull that through. And of course that was a decreased stitch, so look at our mess right here. So let's go on and remember, it's never the leg. Okay, after the leg, it's that one that's split. Not just that, it kind of makes sense to go there because that is the next orangish area. Stitch, whatever. Okay, let's secure this before we go fixing anything, if we need to fix anything. Every time there's a color change, I gotta stop. Now, I saw this one trying to get bigger than the other ones, so fix it ahead of time. And we're doing 9 more stitches. Just remember what I say about the attention on the new color. Just easier to or if you can hold it with your first finger. Sometimes I have the motor skills to do that. Sometimes I don't. I guess it just depends on if I'm a true lefty one day or not. Right now I'm feeling a little too confident. Okay, all three over. 1 through. I made a website, y'all. I was really thinking about it. I've had one before. I've done graphic design before. So I was like, let me go ahead and do this. It'd be easier. Because YouTube takes forever to load, and it sends you all over the place. You hit the wrong button. You're in some weird other channel, and it's just, I hate it so much. Okay, this is supposed to have 14 stitches. So 1, 2, I'm evening them, even them out, however you say that word. There's a lot of words I can't say, guys. 1, 2, 3. I've had this weird speech impediment all my life, so make fun of me if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. We had 9 of the orange. That's how much we're supposed to have. Now I want to go back because, see, look, I know we're about to color change in 2 more stitches, but watch the magic. Ooh. All right, 2 more. And then we're going to do our last color change. There's supposed to be 12 stitches on this next round.